Day was like a day. And I wrote up some stuff for like 3 shorts that I'm working on. Really interesting stuff. I was looking into chat that situation with Big Show Gardner, and it's actually way more interesting than you think. It's about how the card originally in the TCG chat was misspelled, but the reason that it got misspelled is actually really interesting because Kevin Tewart talked about it on Pojo. Dude, Kevin Tewart is just like an endless. I wish I could just take that man's brain and put it in like a glass vase or something, and just like put it in like a book, and I could just flip through the pages and read it anytime I wanted. Yeah, it's Kevin too. It's a Kevin too. I'm actually just gonna go through and search every single post he's ever posted on Pojo, because he spills so many beans, chat. He posts so much stuff on Pojo that like I guess he can talk about whatever he wants, but so much stuff that you wouldn't expect someone in a position of power to talk about. You know, no one in the TCG chat would know why Utopia got its name if Kevin Tewart didn't just go on Pojo and say, "Oh, well, that's because Hope's a girl's name, and that's dumb." You know what I mean? Like he just blurts out stuff like that all the time on this one website that none of the new school people even know about. Like I don't think anyone, chat, who started playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the last 70 years even knows what Pojo is. None of them they don't even know what Pojo is, and it's like it's the Bible for Yu-Gi-Oh. That's the craziest thing. What did he talk about? Thousand Eyes Virus. Memorial Day is the YCS weekend. So, well, what he said, chat, was people were asking why people thought that Upper Deck had control over like printing the cards and the names and stuff like that. And they were like, no, we just outsourced that process to printing companies, right? Big Show Gardner ended up getting misspelled because apparently Konami was in a rush when putting the Dark Beginning set together, and they didn't actually, like, they didn't speak or they didn't contact Kevin Tewart. So they just, the printing company they just spelled the card how they thought that it sounded. Because, you know, you spell the word guard and it has like a U in it. Except Big Show Gardner, the card, doesn't have a U in its name. So Konami just kind of greenlit it, and they didn't contact Kevin Tewart. They just bypassed him. And that's how like the error happened. And the crazy thing was, I was like, okay, the real crazy thing is, chat, that card was an ultra rare in the Dark Beginning set, which is a reprint set. And it's a big reprint set. It's like 100 cards. They reprinted that card, chat, after 3 weeks because they had to fix the spelling error, chat. 3 weeks after they printed it as a freaking ultra rare, they had to reprint it. Like, and they had to reprint it in the very next set. Like, whatever the next set was that they were releasing, they just threw it in there because they were like, "Oh shit, we misspelled the card. We need to fix this immediately." So that's kind of like another layer that I was like, "Wow, they reprinted it." And then after that, it didn't get reprinted for like 2 more years because that's like the normal. You know, you don't print a card, chat, and then reprint the card just like a week or 2 later. That doesn't happen in Yu-Gi-Oh unless you messed up the original printing of the card. So there you guys go. What's up, Divine? Today I didn't go to the gym today. I needed a day off. Celza approve. I've been there. We got 3 weeks until YCS Philly, chat. I need to get fit. I need to get fit for YCS Philly. I need to go into like super duper overdrive for YCS Philly. Anyways, they messed up the Ultra Guys cards, and that was, they did change the Ultra Guys cards. What's interesting about the Ultra Guys situation is it's just like the situation from Labyrinth of Nightmare. So with the Ultra Guys cards, they all got messed up from one set, right? It was the cards in Extreme Force, I believe. I believe that was the Ultra Guys set where they messed up Manifestation and Hextia. The same thing happened, chat. Way back in DM, Konami messed up 3 separate cards in Labyrinth of Nightmare. They messed up Kaiku, Skull Layer, and Bazu the Soul Eater. All 3 of those cards were only supposed to be able to banish monsters, but they all in the TCG said cards. which dramatically changed like how good like the cards were all like bust. Especially Bazoo was just broken. You could normal summon it and it was like 25 attack, which was insane. So yeah, that was a situation where like not just one card got like misprinted, but like all three of them did somehow. So it's just some interesting stuff. I'll probably make one about that too. Oh wait, yeah, hold on. What happened with Topologic Zero Boros, chat? Because I was just thinking, like, if any of you guys have interesting little just things, because so much of this stuff happens in Yu-Gi-Oh chat, but it's hard to remember it after the fact. Like, so much of this stuff happens throughout the years, but then we go back and like, oh yeah, remember that? Remember, like, it's hard to just remember all of that off the top of my head. But I think it makes for like good short content if you guys if you guys catch my drift. So it only came back in your standby, and it was supposed to come back during both players' standby. Hold on, let's Yu-Gi-Oh! Topologic Zero Boros. I do vaguely remember something about this card being like messed up. You cannot summon / set any extra monster zone. Wait, whoa, hold on. You cannot summon / set to any extra monster zones this card points to. Oh, I didn't know this card had that effect. Interesting. Gain 200 attack if another monster, what's it called? What is monster? Banish all fields once per turn during the next standby phase. Okay, let me go back to the all trustable gallery and see what exactly was it called. Did you guys make an exclamation mark short? Because I don't remember making that. What exactly is that? Let's see. Is this a short model? Oh. Yeah, your chat. Did we have to play with this card like that originally? Did we originally have to play with Zero Boros where it only worked during your next step? Because that would make this card way worse. It was better this way. Yeah, that'd make this card like a really, really shittier like DPE type card. Interesting. Yeah, see, that's I like it when stuff like this happens, chat. A card is misprinted and it functionally changes, or it changes how the card is supposed to function, and like not in the right, well, actually in a good or a bad way. It doesn't really matter as long as it's interesting. Like if a card is printed and it makes it way better, a card is misprinted and it makes it way better, chat, like Bazoo, like that's cool. And if a card is misprinted and it makes it way worse, like Zero Boros, that's cool too, as long as it's entertaining. Doesn't matter. I made a video. Yeah. I mean, this is probably about the time when I made videos on everything, Darker, where it's like, I'm making shitty replays. If there's an error on a card, I might need to do that too. I might actually need to just go back, chat, and look at all the videos, because I do feel like I probably covered most of this stuff when it happened, chat. It's just, I got like, what, 4,000 videos or something like that? You know what I mean? Yeah, this is it. Big Show Gardner was originally misspelled, but the reason, and I misspelled the word misspelled, irony. The reason why is kind of interesting. Topologic Zero Boros was originally misprinted. There we go. Shifting. No. I'm not gonna. I have to not shitty replays, but I have to like kind of sift through the non-shitty replays. But then it's like I also have a billion card reviews, chat, so it's really hard to like find those type of